Hello and welcome to English SpeakCast. Today, we have a special story for you. It is a long story about a boy named Leo. Leo had nothing, but he wanted everything. This story will help you improve your listening, learn new vocabulary, and feel motivated. Sit back, listen, and let's begin. The rain fell hard on the tin roof. Ping, ping, ping. Inside the small house, 12-year-old Leo sat on the floor. He was hungry. He was often hungry. His mother, Maria, walked into the room. She looked tired. Her hands were rough from washing clothes for rich people all day. She put a small bowl of rice in front of Leo. "Eat, my son," she said softly. "Mama, are you not eating?" Leo asked. "I am not hungry," she lied. She smiled, but her eyes were sad. Leo knew she was lying. She was always not hungry when there was only a little food. Leo ate slowly. He promised himself, "One day, my mother will eat like a queen." The next morning, the sun was hot. Leo walked to the edge of the village. There was a large pile of trash there. People from the city threw away their old things. For Leo, this was not trash. It was a shop. He looked through the bags. He found broken plastic bottles. He found torn papers. Then he saw something shiny. It was under a pile of old boxes. Leo pulled it out. It was a bicycle, but it did not look like a bicycle. It was rusted. It had no seat. The chain was broken. The front wheel was bent like a taco. Leo's eyes went wide. He touched the cold metal. "A bike," he whispered. He dragged the heavy, broken machine home. The dust covered his face, but he did not care. When he arrived home, his neighbor, Mr. Golu, laughed. "Hey, Leo, why are you collecting garbage? That bike is dead," Mr. Golu shouted. Leo did not look up. "It is not dead," Leo said. "It is just sleeping." Leo put the bike in the small yard behind his house. He grabbed a stone. He tried to hit the bent wheel to make it straight. Clang! Clang! Nothing happened. The metal was too strong. Leo realized he needed tools. He needed a wrench. He needed a hammer. But tools cost money, and Leo had zero money. He thought of Mr. Silas. Mr. Silas was the village mechanic. He fixed motorbikes and old cars. He was a big man with a gray beard. He always had grease on his face. He never smiled. The village children were afraid of him. Leo took a deep breath. He walked to Mr. Silas's garage. The garage smelled of oil and gasoline. Mr. Silas was under a car. All Leo could see were his big boots. "Excuse me, sir," Leo said. His voice shook a little. Mr. Silas slid out from under the car. He looked at Leo with angry eyes. "What do you want? I don't have money for beggars," Mr. Silas grunted. "I am not a beggar," Leo said, standing tall. "I found a bike. I want to fix it. Can I borrow a wrench?" Mr. Silas laughed. It was a loud, scary sound. "Borrow my tools? My tools are my life, boy. Get out." Leo did not move. "I will work. I will clean your shop. Please." Mr. Silas looked at the boy. He saw Leo's dirty clothes. He saw his thin arms. But he also saw fire in Leo's eyes. Mr. Silas pointed to a corner. The floor was black with oil and dirt. "Clean the floor. Make it shine. Then maybe I will let you hold a wrench." Leo cleaned. He scrubbed the floor for 3 hours. His knees hurt, his back hurt, but when he finished, the floor was clean. Mr. Silas checked the floor. He nodded. "Come back tomorrow." For 2 weeks, Leo did not touch a tool. He only cleaned. He swept the dust. He washed the oily rags. He organized the screws and bolts. One afternoon, Mr. Silas was working on a motorbike engine. He was struggling. "Bah! Where is the 10mm socket?" he shouted. Before he could stand up, Leo handed him the tool. "Here, sir," Leo said. Mr. Silas paused. He looked at the tool, then at Leo. "You know the names of the tools?" "I watched you," Leo said. "I watch everything." That day, everything changed. Mr. Silas began to teach him. "This is a piston," Silas explained. "It is the heart of the engine." "This is a spark plug," he said. "It gives the fire." Leo learned fast. He had a natural talent. His hands were small, so he could reach places inside the engines that Mr. Silas could not. Finally, after 2 months, Mr. Silas gave Leo a box of old parts. "Take these," Silas grunted, "for your bicycle." Leo ran home. He worked all night. He fixed the chain. He replaced the seat with a piece of wood and old cloth. He hammered the wheel until it was straight. The next morning, Leo rode the bike. It was ugly. It was rusty. It made a loud noise, squeak, squeak, squeak. But to Leo, it was a Ferrari. He rode past Mr. Golu's house. He rang the bell. Tring, tring. Mr. Golu dropped his tea. He couldn't believe it. 5 years passed. Leo was now 17. He was tall and strong. He was no longer the boy who cleaned the floor. He was Mr. Silas's partner. People came from other villages to see Leo. They said, "Go to the boy with the golden hands. He can fix anything." Leo gave all his money to his mother. She did not wash clothes anymore. She had good food. She had a warm coat for the winter. But life is not a straight line. Sometimes there are bumps in the road. One winter, Mr. Silas got very sick. He could not work. He lay in bed coughing. "Leo," Mr. Silas wheezed, the shop. You must run the shop. You are the boss now." Leo was scared. The shop needed money to stay open. Medicine for Mr. Silas was expensive. The rent for the shop was high. To make things worse, a big modern service center opened in the nearby town. It had bright lights and computers. Rich people started going there. They did not want to come to a dirty village garage anymore. Leo's business went down. Day after day, Leo sat in the empty garage. "Maybe I should quit," Leo thought. "Maybe I should work at a factory." One rainy evening, Leo was closing the shop. He felt defeated. Suddenly, he saw headlights. A very expensive luxury car was driving slowly down the muddy road. It was a Mercedes. The car stopped in front of Leo's shop. Smoke was coming from the engine. A man in a sharp business suit stepped out. He looked panicked. "Is there a mechanic here?" he shouted over the rain. "I am a mechanic," Leo said. The man looked at the young boy. He looked at the old, small garage. "You? No. I need a real expert. My car overheated. I have a flight to catch in 3 hours. If I miss this flight, I lose a $1 million contract." "The big service center is closed," Leo said calmly. "I am your only choice." The man looked at his watch. He was desperate. "Fine. Fix it. But if you break it more, I will sue you." Leo opened the hood of the car. It was a complex machine. It was not like the old tractors or motorbikes Leo usually fixed. This engine was full of sensors and electronics. Leo's hands shook slightly. "I can't do this," he thought. "I am just a village boy." Then he remembered Mr. Silas's voice. "The machine speaks to you, Leo. You just have to listen." Leo closed his eyes. He listened to the engine. Hiss, click, hiss. He touched the pipes. He found the problem. It was a small plastic valve. It had cracked because of the heat. "I see the problem," Leo said. "Can you fix it?" the businessman asked anxiously. "I don't have this part," Leo said. "It is a special imported part." The businessman hit the car in anger. "It is over. I am ruined." "Wait," Leo said. "I don't have the part, but I can make one." Leo ran to his scrap pile, his treasure pile. He found a piece of high-quality pipe from an old washing machine. He took a knife and a file. He worked fast. The rain soaked his shirt. He cut the pipe. He shaped it. He smoothed the edges. The businessman watched. He stopped looking at his watch. He watched Leo's hands. They moved with rhythm and confidence. Leo installed the handmade part. He tightened the screws. "Start the car," Leo said. The businessman got in. He pushed the button. The engine roared to life. Vroom! It sounded perfect, smooth and powerful. The businessman stepped out. He was shocked. "I have been to the best mechanics in the city," the man said. "They only change parts. You created a solution. You are an engineer, not just a mechanic." The man took out his wallet. He pulled out a thick stack of cash. It was more money than Leo made in 6 months. "Here," the man said. Leo took the money. "Thank you, sir." The man took out a business card. "My name is Mr. Sterling. I own a large engineering company in the capital city. We design engines for airplanes. I need people who can think. I need people who don't give up." He handed the card to Leo. "This money is for the repair. This card is for your future. If you want to study and work with the best, call me." The man drove away. Leo stood in the rain, holding the card. Leo ran to Mr. Silas's house. He bought the best medicine and good food. Mr. Silas recovered slowly. A week later, they sat in the garage drinking tea. Leo showed Mr. Silas the business card. "You must go," Mr. Silas said immediately. "But what about the shop? What about you?" Leo asked. "I cannot leave you." Mr. Silas smiled. It was a warm smile. "Leo, you found a broken bike and made it ride. You found a broken old man and gave him a son. You have fixed everything here. Now, go fix the world." Leo cried. He hugged Mr. Silas. Leo left the village. He went to the city. He worked for Mr. Sterling during the day and went to university at night. It was hard, but Leo knew how to work hard. A sleek, modern car pulled up to the old village garage. The garage was different now. It was painted fresh blue. It had a new sign, Silas and Leo Motors. A man in a suit stepped out of the car. It was Leo. He was 30 years old now. He was a chief engineer. He walked into the shop. Mr. Silas had passed away 2 years ago, but the shop was still open. Leo had hired young people from the village to run it. Leo saw a small boy sitting in the corner. The boy was dirty. He was holding a broken radio. He was trying to fix it with a spoon. Leo walked over. He kneed down. "That is a difficult job," Leo said. The boy looked up, scared. "I don't have money for tools, sir." Leo smiled. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a shiny silver wrench. "I know," Leo said. "I didn't have money either." He handed the wrench to the boy. "Here, fix it. And when you're done, come inside. We have a lot of work to do." The boy took the wrench. His eyes went wide. He looked at the tool, then at Leo, and in the boy's eyes, Leo saw the same fire he once had. The cycle continued. And that is the story of Leo. Remember, it does not matter where you start. It matters where you finish. If you are broken, you can fix yourself. If you have nothing, you can build something. Here are 10 useful words from the story with simple meanings. Rusty, adjective. When metal gets old and orange-brown because of water. Example: the old bike was rusty and ugly. Mechanic. Noun. A person who repairs machines, cars, or engines. Example: I took my car to the mechanic because it wouldn't start. To drag. Verb. To pull something heavy along the ground. Example: the box was heavy, so he had to drag it. Desperate. Adjective. Having no hope and ready to do anything to change the situation. Example: he was desperate for water after running for hours. Rough. Adjective. Not smooth, hard, or uneven. Often used for hands or surfaces. Example: her hands were rough from hard work. To wheeze. Verb. To breathe with a whistling sound because of illness or difficulty. Example: the sick man started to wheeze when he talked. Solution. Noun. The answer to a problem. Example: we need to find a solution quickly. Imported. Adjective. Brought in from another country. Example: this cheese is imported from France. To recover. Verb. To get better after being sick or injured. Example: it took 2 weeks for him to recover from the flu. Apprenticeship, or to apprentice. Verb or noun. Learning a job by working for an expert. In the story, Leo was an apprentice. Example: he learned cooking through an apprenticeship at a hotel. Here are 5 common sentences from the story that you can use in daily life. I have a flight to catch. Use this when you are in a hurry to go to the airport. Can I borrow a? Use this when you want to use something that belongs to someone else temporarily. Example: can I borrow a pen? It cost an arm and a leg. Idiom implied in the story contexts. Or, it is very expensive. Make things worse. Use this when a problem becomes bigger. Example: don't yell. You will only make things worse. I'm on my way. Or, I have to go. Standard phrases for leaving or traveling. Try to answer these questions out loud to practice your speaking. Why did Leo want the broken bicycle from the trash? Why was Mr. Silas angry at the beginning of the story? How did Leo fix the rich man's car without the correct part? If you were Leo, would you leave the village or stay with Mr. Silas? Why? What is a skill you want to learn, and how can you learn it?